Falling is the most common injury for seniors, with over 300,000 cases of falls per year resulting in hip fractures or broken hips. So today we're going to go over 4 balance exercises to help you prevent falls so that you can stay happy, healthy, and safe. Now the first 2 exercises will involve what we call static balance, where you're standing still, and these are going to help you create your foundation. The next 2 exercises will involve actually moving and challenging your balance so that it's more applicable to real life and how you would fall when you're moving throughout the day. So first, we'll start with something called the Romberg stance. Fancy name. All you're gonna do though is stand with your feet close together like so. Now, I recommend doing any of these balance exercises next to some form of support like your kitchen counter where you can grab on quickly if needed to. I also recommend having some supervision or someone else in the home or wherever you're practicing these balance exercises, just in case something were to go awry. Not that they should, because we're going to do them safely, but just in case so that they can help you or call for help if needed. Now, exercise number 1, standing with your feet together, facing your counter. It's as simple as that, good posture. What I want you looking for here is seeing how much, if at all, if you're swaying back and forth. If you're very steady and this is really easy for you, what I'm gonna have you do is do the same thing with your eyes closed. And you're gonna try to hold that for 30 seconds. The reason for this is it works something called your vestibular system. If you've ever seen gymnasts flipping around in the air and they land perfectly on their feet, it's because they know where their bodies are in space and they train that part of their brain very well. But as we get older, that tends to deteriorate and it gets worse and worse over time. So we're going to train it by closing our eyes and just using our body sense to keep us in one place, nice and tall, without swaying or without losing balance. Obviously next to your counter. You're gonna do that for 3 reps, holding 30 seconds each time. If you wave or bobble and open your eyes, don't worry, just close your eyes, try to finish out 30 seconds, keep going until that 30 seconds is up to get the full benefit of it. Exercise number 2, similar but a little bit more difficult. This is just as simple as single leg balance. Now I say simple, doesn't mean easy. You're gonna be standing on one leg, trying your best to stay in one place, again, at your counter. What I typically recommend is hold on to the counter first, raise one leg up, and then take the hands away. Your goal here, again, 3 times on each leg, hold it for 30 seconds. If you bobble like so, or you hold on for a second, no worries, pick that foot back up, wait until you finished out that 30 seconds to move on to the next foot. You want to get the full benefit out of this. Don't just give up if you bobble. This should be challenging, right? So we're challenging your balance so that you can actually progress and make it better. Third exercise is our first that involves actual movement. This is called tandem walking, or what I often call it as the DUI walk, because if you get pulled over in America, you'll be doing this to test your sobriety. But it's as simple as walking a tightrope, putting one foot in front of the other, trying to maintain your balance at all times. Now, I did it wrong at first, but try not to look at your feet as you're doing this, and then start off only going forward. So if you get to the end of your counter, turn around and repeat it, right? So I'm going here. Now for this one, especially starting out, it's completely fine if you need a little bit of support from the counter to kind of get the coordination of your feet down. And then as you get better, progress and take the hand away and leave it there to hover as you keep moving, just in case you need to catch yourself. Repeat that for about 5 reps across your counter. You can do more or less depending on how long your counter is to help you with the support. The 4th exercise involves the most amount of coordination, but I feel is the closest to simulating how someone would fall and helping you prevent that to actually take the literal steps to prevent the fall. It's called the Grapevine or Carioca, which you may know it as. So what you're going to do at your counter, I'll show you at this angle so you can see, you're going to step over one leg, back to normal, and then behind, moving in one direction. So it's gonna look like this. First, I'm gonna step over, then I'm gonna step behind. Then I repeat, over, behind, until I get to the end of my counter. Then I go back the other way, over, behind, over, behind. As I get this down, I take my hands away and I work my balance like so. Again, repeating this for about 5 reps or more or less depending on the length of your counter. Either works. Doing this to challenge your balance, because we tend to fall not in a perfect line, straight forward or straight to the side. What it tends to be is we trip ourselves up by stepping over ourselves. So this will help you gain some coordination so that you can prevent that. Hope that helps. My name is Connor Ganser. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe.